Let's dive in. So, Emma, can you
Yes.
remind the people watching what it is that you do for a business?
Okay, so I run a fused glass business, and that is literally where I take pieces of glass, primarily recyclable window glass, and I create things like pet portraits that you can see behind me. I create bespoke items. I capture ashes in glass to commemorate loved ones.
Wow.
A whole plethora of things can be created from glass, and like I say, I primarily focus on fused glass at the moment, although I am a trained glass blower, and one day my glory hole will be fired again. Nigel, I know how much you love me saying that.
this thing, man, glory hole, it just so many connotations.
I know. It's in the garage waiting for the inaugural firing, which won't be, hopefully it could be potentially the end of this year, beginning of next year, when it gets
why do they call it glory hole?
I don't know. Goes back to some old tradition a gazillion years ago, and I'll look it up again. I did know, but I've forgotten.
Yeah, I'd love to know. I've got to. I thought, the guy who decided we will call this for glory hole. Oh, glory hole! It's like
it's like the same guy who decided to call the blowing iron, or the metal pipe that you use a punty. I mean, it's all of that kind of
blowing
thing.
iron kind of, but this glory hole. It's like, I don't know. Anyway. Hey, Jen. Emma has done some amazing pieces for me. Awesome pieces for me. She's amazing. You're so
thanks.
right. And she actually says she misses her two favorite. Hey, Jen, where'd you lunch? Jen Styles. So we shall connect and organise that.
Yes, that would be good.
So tell us about Christmas in July, because obviously, I've gone on this morning and said to people that you're celebrating Christmas in July. I've had a few messages saying Christmas in July. My nan's text me says, Nigel, Christmas hasn't come till December. What's going on? So, everyone's kind of thinking, what's this lady on? Tell us more.
Well, it's twofold, really. It's one, to help people who come to the event see the items that they can order that are bespoke. So the bespoke items are specifically made just for them, which ensures that they are never going to give a gift that's the same as somebody else. We've all had that, where we've given a gift and somebody else has given it and there's two the same. Embarrassing. So that saves the embarrassment. It's also the opportunity for you to come along and see the items that I'm launching this year in time for Christmas, and they are then presented at a launch price, so they will be at the best price you can ever buy these items, because they're only launching in July, so you can save yourself some money. It also helps people spread the cost of Christmas, because we all know how expensive Christmas gets, and this way, when you come along to the event, you can order your items, and literally I can offer a payment plan if necessary, but it literally helps you spread that cost, so that you're not thinking come November, oh shit, I've got to spend everything this month on Christmas. So there's quite a few reasons for using it. From a business point of view, it's fantastic marketing.
Absolutely. And I think there's a section of society that you need to maybe target with the early Christmas message.
Mm-hmm.
They too have two legs. Their voices tend to be a little bit deeper, and they don't realise it's Christmas until normally around about the 24th of December. I won't mention what species of thing this is.
I'm not going to say anything either.
But yeah, I mean, it for me, thinking about buying Christmas presents now, it's almost like this real kind of like, it's like having cereal at night. It's just like,
And most people say to me, Emma, you're nuts, why are you talking about Christmas in July? But as I said, it's for those reasons. And there are some people that think, oh yeah, I'll go out shopping, I'll leave it till October. October comes, they still do naffle. November comes and they're like, oh yeah, I'll go next weekend, and before they know it, like you say, it's Christmas Eve, they're dashing down to B&M and picking up anything they can find to just give as a gift. And I'm helping people to avoid the mass-produced tat and give a gift that shows they really care.
I think the nice thing about actually getting a present in advance, or creating a present in advance, is the feeling that you've got as the person giving the gift.
Yeah.
You're the one who's getting the present because you know the appreciation that that person will have. And with it being bespoke, it's almost like a, you know, it's like you're waiting for something. It's like, oh, I can't wait till they get that, because you know the reaction will be different to, oh, you bought me a wallet.
Yeah. And
Oh,
also it does show that you care and you've thought about the other person. You've taken the time to have a bespoke gift created just for that person, and it shows how much you genuinely care, because you've not left everything till the last minute and thought, oh yeah, remember Auntie Jean, I need to get her a present, and done it last minute. So you know,
the great thing for us about Christmas is that the kids grow up and their presents become cheaper and cheaper.
You reckon?
Yeah, £10 gift voucher. Yeah, go and treat yourself, knock yourself out. I'm not mean or anything, but good God, I've had thousands over the years. But amazing. But yeah, I would definitely target the male species, as we have far more important things to worry about, like football and England coming home and the rugby scores and the cricket scores and the golf scores and everything but going shopping and buying presents. But most certainly it makes sense. Get us now. But this isn't the only thing that you do, is it, Emma? I mean, you are a serial entrepreneur. I mean, you are literally, I think every time I speak to you, you've like launched something new. So tell us about, because I know you do a lot with handmade business owners, or people who make handmade products. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing to help them.
Okay, so I work primarily with handmade, craft, artisan businesses, and also businesses that have a product, so it might not necessarily fall under the handmade. I had one lady who creates her own skincare, so it is kind of handmade, but not in the traditional handmade sense, so that's why I put products in there as well. So I work primarily with product businesses, so even if it's an MLM business that sells a product, it's a product business, and I help them to look at how they're creating their sales, and rather than just saying, okay, I'm doing email marketing or I'm marketing on social media, I specifically help them to look at how they can use Facebook events successfully to be creating more leads, because obviously we always need a flow of leads coming into the business,
of course,
and more importantly to make instant sales. So rather than, you know, traditionally most handmade businesses would be relying on craft markets or artisan stores and things like that, which obviously last year that couldn't happen.
That couldn't happen, could it?
No, and so obviously lots of people are going back out into the open world, but what they're finding is people are coming, but it doesn't mean they're still out there to spend the money. So with Facebook events, it means you can bring the people to your event at a time that suits you, so it hasn't got to fit in with another event, and it also means that people who are using places like Etsy, that's a big marketplace, as you know, and there are literally thousands of people on Etsy now, but it's not just handmade anymore. You know, you can go and buy books on there, a download, knitting patterns and all sorts of things like that. So it's got to the stage, so it's got to the stage where it's not just specifically for handmade anymore, and a lot of the people that I speak to are finding that their sales have dipped and they're struggling to get back up in the rankings of Etsy and get the views on their page, because ultimately they're having to drive the people to their Etsy store anyway. But when they're getting there, what's happening is they're just distracted by the thousands of other people doing exactly the same thing. So using Facebook events means all eyes are on you.
All eyes on me.
Particular business.
I've got some feedback. Have you got me turned up somewhere? No? Okay, it's gone now. That's fantastic, because that's probably what you're talking in essence about, is that you can actually show someone how to create their own shopping channel. It's like, come and look at me, I'm doing my thing, this is my brand, this is what I'm about, this is where you can go. But what a fantastic idea.
It just allows them to not worry about, you know, for example, if you're a silversmith and you're creating lovely silver jewelry and you're popping it on Etsy, there's lots of silversmiths on Etsy for people to then go and look at. And yes, okay, you might say that's an advantage to the shopper. However, as the trader, it's not always an advantage, because you want people to have eyes on you to start with.
Yeah, you want to be all eyes on me, and yeah, I mean competition, and I suppose this is why it's important for the businesses that you work with, that they make sure they maintain you know, healthy growth with their kind of their followers, so at least they've got the eyeballs that they can talk to straight away and get that message out to you straight away.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the ladies I've worked with so far, they created their business during lockdown, so it's the first time, so they hadn't even got an audience.
Yeah,
but they were still making £300-400-500 from a 40-minute event.
Fantastic.
So, you know, people say, you know, that's one of the things I say, you don't need a huge audience.
Yeah.
You just need people to come and see what you're presenting.
See what you're presenting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And how can people get involved with this, Emma? How can they kind of tap into your skills, and, you know, how can
they can follow me on Facebook, obviously, on Facebook. You can send me a friend request, or you can find my page, which is Emma Kirkham Glass. I'm also on Instagram under Emma Kirkham Glass, LinkedIn. I don't tweet very much, to be honest. I should be a better tweeter, but I'm not.
Oh, Twitter's a time thief, man.
It just goes so fast. I can't keep up.
It does, and the thing is, I mean, people say, "Oh, you got to be engaged." The problem is, there's that many kind of going on. Yeah, I mean, your day can quickly disappear if you spend it just looking at Twitter all day. So
yeah, exactly. So I do tweet randomly, but yes. But if anybody wants to get in touch with me, yes, find me on Facebook, Emma Kirkham or Emma Kirkham Glass.
Fantastic. And if you could do me a favor, if you could drop all your links and bits and bobs into the comments on the video, and obviously some people. So Christmas in July. When is it? When does it start? When does this actually event start?
Okay, so Christmas in July is next Thursday. That's July the 15th at 7:30 p.m. and you will find that on an event on my Facebook page.
Fantastic.
I will drop the link into the comments as well, so you can go over there, and literally once you're on the event, if you click go in and then you click notifications and select all notifications, you'll be sure to get all
the notifications for
that the event's gone live. Because if you join me live and you come and say hello and I know you're watching, then you'll be in with a chance of receiving a lovely special Christmas surprise. For joining live.
Next Thursday.
I'm not going to reveal what it is just yet.
Let me check my diary. I've got a few. I like, you know, I don't tend to win much, but before lockdown, I went to a few networking events and I won like a bottle of wine. I won some chocolate.
Brilliant.
I was on a bit of a roll. Didn't buy a lottery ticket though at the time, so I think I missed an opportunity.
Yeah. But it could be your lucky night on Thursday.
Yes, absolutely. So, absolutely. Well, Emma, thank you so much for joining us today. I think we should go out with a little bit of Christmas music, and I will see you on the other side. People, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you reach out to Emma, especially if you're in the handmade /craft /product industry. If you're struggling for sales, she can help you get sales. Not next month, not in 6 months, next week, if you are ready to put things in place. So Emma, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And guys, I shall see you all later. Oh, what's going on here?